everybody, and welcome to another week of Let's Talk. I am your host, author Dre Lett. Come on in the room and have a seat so we can let's talk. You can always view my shows on all social media platforms, specifically Facebook. That's where most of the views are done at, but you can watch it on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Roku. So, you guys, tonight is live. It is Friday, November 17th, and I am so excited. We are entering the happy Thanksgiving season, one of my favorite holidays, right? So excited. So, if you're watching the show live, you guys get a chance to win some gift giveaways. So, you want to stay tuned. And if you're watching this in a pre recorded phase, make sure you tune in live on Friday, December 5th. We'll have another chance for you to win some goodies then. You guys, tonight let's talk about decor for special events. Oh my goodness, I got a treat for you guys. Tonight, my guest is Jennifer Henry Brock, owner of Gracefully Done Events and Designs. She is so talented, you guys. Oh my goodness, wait till you see what she can do for special occasions. She'll be on the virtual stage in just a few minutes. But before we get into that, let's take a quick break to hear from our sponsors. And while we're taking a break, I want you guys to make sure you chime in where you're watching from in the comment section so I can give you a shout out. And if you're watching this in a pre-recorded phase, also send me a message. I will give you a shout out as well. And so with that, here's a quick message from our sponsors. I'm Dre Lett. What you see here are all 5 books that I've written. These are amazing stories that illustrate real life situations and will uplift your spirits. You can purchase a paperback book for $15 and Kindles are $9.99. Go to my website, make a purchase. You won't be disappointed. All right, that was a message from our sponsors. You guys make sure you support them. It's always good to support small businesses and entrepreneurship. I'm a big fan of that. So let's see who is checking in with us tonight. I saw several of you come in the room, and it just puts a smile on my face, right? I'm so excited. And I thank you for your love and your support. Okay, we got Cuz checking in from Las Vegas. Yes, indeed. And I think she said that it's a big night here in Las Vegas. Formula One racing starts initial race tonight. Trial runs were last night. Oh, I know that's an exciting time. I love car racing. It's been some years since I've been to one. You guys have fun out there, cuz. Oh, wow, that's exciting. Okay, hubby is watching from the man cave. Thank you for your love and support, babe. One of my good girlfriends, Wanda, is tuning in from Atlanta. Yes, hey girl, how are you? We going to brunch tomorrow, y'all. I'm so excited. Okay. She says she's checking in from Atlanta, Conyers, Georgia. Absolutely. Let's see who else is checking in. Oh, of course, I had to put a comment in and say, get ready for some giveaways. Y'all get ready, get ready, get ready. Carla, hey girl, how are you? She's checking in too. Let's see. Oh, this is a newbie. Let's see. This is the Mount Olive Baptist Millport. Oh, hello. Thank you for your support. I know who you're here to watch. Thank you for your support. And one of my other good girlfriends, Vera, my skate fam, she's checking in. Hey, lady, how are you? And I saw some other people coming. I know y'all kind of scared, but it's okay. So I appreciate you guys' support as always. So let's get into this next segment. Instead of doing hot topics, of course, there's a lot we could talk about. We could talk about Sean Puffy Combs being sued by his ex-girlfriend. We could talk about Dwayne Martin and Will Smith on the down low. Oh, Lord Jesus. It's so much we could talk about, right? But tonight I want to celebrate the Thanksgiving season. Started off right by doing gift giveaways. In my sorority, I give back. In personal organizations, I give back. And I want to give back on my show as well. So here's a chance for you guys to win. Get ready. Get your fingers ready to type in the answer. I'll give you a hint. One of the answers was just in the ad from DTL Productions. But here we go. Okay, you guys. This is the question. The first person that answers this question gets to win a gift card. Yes, indeed. Okay, so here we go. The question is, name one of the 5 books that I've written, Dre Lett. Hint, you can go to the website, dtlproduct.net, or like I said, it was in the ad for DTL Productions. And you can choose either A, It's Never Too Late, B, I Want to Eat Too, or C, My Life. Let's see who puts in the comments. The first person wins a gift card. Let's see real quick who puts it in. And sometimes it's a little lag, so I'm going to give y'all a quick second. Like I said, it's you know what? Hey, Amanda, my BFF is checking in from Alabama. She got it right, y'all. It's never too late is the answer. Yes, indeed. She is a big fan and she's always supportive. So of course she won. She had them fast fingers. And Carla, she said the same thing. Carla, we gonna get you something too, Carla, because you're a huge supporter as well. So thank you guys so much. I think I have, Carla, your address already, and Amanda, you know I got yours, so I will definitely send those cards out to you. And those of you that were unable to tune in live and participate, don't worry. We have something coming up. December 5th is our next live taping, and I'll be giving some stuff away then as well. So excited. I love Thanksgiving, y'all. It's one of my favorite holidays simply because you can put that diet aside and get your eat on, right? All the good stuff. That's why I love Thanksgiving. All right, you guys. So let's get into my guest. I am so excited. Let me give you some background information first. Throughout these 3 years of the show, I've always wanted somebody to come on and do a cooking segment or a decoration segment. And I've been looking, and I know a lot of good cooks, a lot of decorating people, but when I approached my guest, she was like, absolutely. So, and she is so talented, you guys. So let me introduce her formally. I'm so glad she said she would come on. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let me formally introduce my guest. This is Jennifer Brock Henry. She is a God-loving mother of two with two beautiful grandchildren who resides in West Alabama. She has a degree in business and marketing management and is the owner and team leader of Gracefully Done Events and Designs. So you guys, before I bring her on, what I want to do is I want to show you a video of just her talents, of what she does. It is amazing. This girl, in my words, is bad. Okay. So let's take a look at this quick video before we bring her on. Okay, you guys, help me welcome to the virtual stage Jennifer Henry Brock, owner of Gracefully Done Events and Designs. Hey, lady.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
That is so good, girl. You are so talented. And people are saying they're proud of you. I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you so much for allowing me to come onto your show. I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you,
Oh,
Dr. G.
absolutely. When I saw your work on my BFF's page, I was like, oh my goodness, I want her to come on my show. I hope she comes on. I hope she comes on. So I thank you for coming on the show. So let's get into this interview, girl. I got so
Okay.
many questions, and you guys make sure you chime in and add questions into the comment section. And if you're watching this in a previously recorded phase, put it in the comments too, or inbox me, and I'll make sure I get them over to Jennifer. So, girl, when did you decide to take decorating from a hobby to a business, and how did you go about it?
When I realized that my decor had taken over a guest bedroom, seriously, there were a few factors that played into it. One, when I realized I had actually started to pay more to rent then I could have actually purchased the item and had it for myself because I was doing birthday parties, baby showers, I was doing church events, social events. And I was like, okay, I can make money at this. I'm already doing the hard part. Let's do the hard, make a little change at it. And also I had so many people telling me, you have a natural talent for this. You should really try to get into it, do the research, find out, how much there is to actually put into it, as far as investing, is this a good market? So that's what I did, and I was really happy to just to have so many people to support me. So in 2018, I did what I needed to do, find out is there a market here where I live at. And once I found that out, I just moved forward. I picked out a name, made sure it was available, did all the necessary research as far as like insurance, like what I needed to do, get things patent, and we went from there.
That's wonderful. I love it. I love hearing people talk about their dreams and how they actually acted on it, right? Because there's so many people that have ideas and they go, well, but that's awesome that you actually did something. That's wonderful, wonderful. And I'm sure you had a lot of support too.
I
To
I
support
did
you.
indeed. I did indeed. Amanda and Will, my sister-in-law, my brother, they were right there. Those investors, they really count, especially when you're just getting started. Those
Mm-hmm.
investors, they're like, okay, we're gonna give you what you need. You tell us, and we'll do whatever we can do for you. Then when you start making money, you can pay back, or hey, this is a gift, a love gift. So that support itself, having people that believe in you, that want to
Mm-hmm.
see you pursue your dream, that makes a world of difference.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Oh my goodness. So explain your tagline because everyone should enjoy the moment, unquote. What's that about?
Because everyone should enjoy the moment in decorating. Like I said before, the baby showers, the birthday parties. I would look back at pictures and I was like, I look so tired. I look so tired. I was like, they took that picture. I wasn't expecting it, or even when I was expecting it, I was having to get things prepped before the event, actually apply the decorations for the event. Then during the event, make sure everything ran smoothly. The food was ready. People knew where to sit. After the event, clean up. And
Mhm.
I did not enjoy it. I was there. I participated. I saw everything. It looked nice. But I did not enjoy the moment. It was so big. It was a blur. And I would miss things, important things, because I was in the kitchen, or I was making sure if something happened to make sure it was covered. I was out of the room. And I'm like, if I feel this way, I know other people feel this way. I would much rather pay somebody to do it so I can sit back and enjoy everything. I can see the expression on people's face when they open the gift. I can see that moment when they walk into the room. It's just, it's a service, and if you can afford it, do it. It would make a world of difference, and you would actually say, hey, that was worth it. That was money
Mhm.
well spent. So
I
that's what
think
I mean when I say everybody should enjoy the moment.
absolutely. And hearing you tell your story, I totally agree. Like my daughter graduated from high school and college, and I'm running around doing everything. And like you say, you can't enjoy it where, you can pay someone like yourself to come in and then you could just sit back and enjoy the event. I love it. And not only that, people like me, I can't decorate well.
I'm sure you can, but because I like to decorate, call me. I'll be happy to come and decorate.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. So how do you decide which events to accept? I know you do baby showers, weddings, graduations. How do you know who you want to work with? How do you go about selecting that?
I listen to the client. During the initial call or text message or whatever, I get the information. I want to know, what is your budget? Do you have a theme? Do you have a location? If
Mhm.
a client contacts me and say, hey, I want to have a baby shower. Okay, where it's going to be. If they can provide me those things within a matter of 3 minutes, I know they've done the research. I know they're serious about what they want to do. If
Mhm.
it's the response is, how much do you charge? That's kind of a red flag because
Yeah.
if you've done the research, you kind of know where we're at. You know what we're going
Mhm.
to start with. And I understand people have a budget. You want to stay within that budget. But when a person is serious, they will say, this is what I want. This is where I'm at. Can you do it? Are you available? I like your services. Let's go. Also, if it's within my realm, if I can do the
Mhm.
parameters, if this is something that is in my wheelhouse, I'll accept it. Not too far away. I don't have a problem with traveling. So when they call and say, hey, we got something in Birmingham, maybe a little bit farther out. Okay, is this going to be a late afternoon? Is it going to be early morning? How much time do I have to decorate? Can I get in the day before? You know, and it all just depends on those parameters. If they fit, then I accept it. If it's something I cannot do, I won't take it. I don't want to take something or commit to something and know I couldn't give 100%, because that would be a disservice to myself and the client.
Mm-hmm.
If the client calls or the prospect says, you know, I got everything lined up, this is where we're at, then more than likely that's a good prospect and we'll move forward with it.
I love it. So you take a lot into consideration to make sure that you can deliver an awesome product and experience. I
Definitely.
love that. I love that. So, as we were looking at the different pictures and things of how you designed, how do you find your inspiration for your business and for events? So if somebody tells you they're having a baby, what makes you decide to do Sesame Street or Barbie? Like where do you get your inspiration from?
First, I listen to the client. I actually listen to that. I hear what they're saying, because they can tell me they want a baby shower, and I can have my idea what I think will look great. But if it's
Hmm.
not what the customer wants, it's not going to fly. I don't care how pretty it is. So my inspiration initially comes from the client. You know, they tell me what they want, we proceed. Also, as far as my personal inspiration, my late husband of 2 years now, he was always in my corner. That is just, you can do it. You're good at it. You can do it. Stick with it. He was my inspiration. Also, my best cousin and one of my mentors, within a year span, I lost all three, which was
Oh,
really hard.
oh,
But in that, I realized life is short. You know,
mhm.
if this is what you want to do, do it. You know, that inspires me to get up. Some days I may not quite feel like it, but hey, I'm going to do it. You know, if I get the business, we're going to take care of it. So that is my personal inspiration. My, I guess, I'm not going to say financial, but it is financial. That also helps. That also helps, you know, that extra income coming in. That
Mhm.
makes a difference. So I just, you know, I move forward with it. I love to see an event come out 100 plus. If there's such a thing, you know, I want it to be over the top. I want the customer to say, you did just what I wanted and then some. I just don't want them to be satisfied. I want them to be happy with the work. So that inspires me as well.
That's wonderful. Now, are you open to somebody, let's say in Los Angeles or Detroit or Texas,
Yes.
flying you out and you do your thing?
Yes. If the budget is right and they are happy with my services, I definitely want them to be, you know, well educated on what they're, looking for. And after that, yeah, I'll be happy to travel. You know, we can load up and go wherever you want us to go. Tell us what you want, and we can do it. And that's my thing. I don't like to limit myself. So
Hmm.
if you have the idea, if you know what you want, and you have the budget, and travel and expenses is included in your budget, call me.
I know that's right.
Me and my team, we will load up and be wherever you want us to be.
I know that's right. Because, hey, you got to go with the businesses. And in Atlanta, it's always something going on in Atlanta. I mean, you open up your social media and you see this person had a baby, that person graduated. It's just always something going on. I think you would fit right in, definitely, with your talents. You guys, make sure you chime in and ask any questions that you may have for Jennifer so that she can um, give you guys, some answers. I got her information scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you chime in some questions. So, my next question for you, Jennifer, what are your future goals for Gracefully Done Events and Designs? Like, where do you want to take it from here?
I am looking to expand. When I started this in 2018, I gave myself a 7 year plan. I said, this is where I want to be in 7 years. COVID hit
Oh,
and took out 2 of those years. But that's okay, because it didn't deter me, because what you have to do in this industry, you have to roll with the punches. When COVID
mhm.
hit, we had to go from large events because we couldn't gather together in large groups. So
Yeah.
then I specialized in, small events, intimate events. And we just went with the guidelines. You have to wear a mask, so social distance. So COVID, it did bring me back in a little bit as far as having as many events as I would have liked to have had, but
Mhm.
it gave me that opportunity to see what would you do when this hits. Can you change? Can you flow with anything that comes your way? And it showed me that I can adapt to the different changes. So within the next couple of years, what I would love to have is my own venue.
Ooh.
I would like to have one stop shopping. I
Okay.
want it where you can come in and we can design, decorate with all your staples, chairs that you want, tables that you want, specialty items, linen, everything is in house. And then
Mhm.
if you want to bring in a caterer, or if you even want to bring in your own decorator, I have the venue. I can rent you the venue. I would prefer that you would, allow me to do it, but I want to expand where I'm not just decorating. I would love for everything to come to me at some point. So that is my future
Absolutely.
plans.
That's smart. That really is, like you said, one-stop shopping. I remember I'm dating myself, back in the 80s, people got married in the church and then you drove over to the reception hall.
Mhm.
Where now you see people sitting at the table where they're actually going to have their meal. And I thought,
Yes.
man, that's kind of clever. So yeah, you're correct. If you've got a venue, you can have it all right there.
Mhm.
That is awesome. Tell me about how you and I were talking offline, and you were saying every year you throw a big appreciation dinner where everybody dressed up that's supporting. Tell us about that.
Yes. Gracefully Done, each year we have had our annual masquerade ball or party or event. I just love it. That is my chance to give back to my team where we can come and sit down and get dressed up and enjoy an event. Where we can come and have the food catered, where we can dress up. We're not behind the scenes, we're not rushing to get anything done. We get our hair done, our nails, lashes, we come and we get our pictures made. So that is I just love to do that because that is my way of saying thank you for being there because they don't have to. It's family and friends. We're a family-based business, and I don't take them for granted because they don't have to give me the love and support that they do, and that's just my way to to just give back. Say, hey, this is for us.
I love it.
It's been a success. Next year, I'm looking for you. Next year, it's going to be full Venetian dress. We're going to do the mask, the head dresses, the actual costume outfit. So we're
Uh-huh.
really looking forward to October 2024.
Oh, that sounds like it's exciting. I love that you do that for your staff because you hear of so many business owners that don't appreciate their staff,
Mhm.
and just to hear you throw a whole party and everybody dress up. Oh, how cool is
It's
that?
very nice. Very nice.
That is so cool. What about somebody who, let's say, for example, they have a theme and they only want that theme for their event? Say, for example, it's I don't know, a 10-year-old little girl, and she only wants the Barbie theme. Are you able to work within the theme of what they want?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely, definitely, because that's what it's all about. If you don't give the customer what they want, no matter
Hmm.
what you do, I don't care how great it looks, they're not going to be happy. And at
Yeah.
the end of the day, the party is for the 10-year-old. The
Yes.
mom, the dad, the parents, they're paying for it, and you want to meet their specification. You want to give them what they're paying for. But at the end of the day, if that child is not happy, if she gets there and she sees Barbie and it's not her Barbie, if it's not a reflection of her,
Hmm.
then she's not going to be happy. So I don't limit myself to one thing. So I know right now Barbie is really big, and a lot of the Barbies you see is the traditional Ken and
Right.
Barbie dolls.
That's a nice way
You
of saying
got it
it.
right. So now and it's
Hmm.
just like with the Little Mermaid.
Hmm.
I can do both. If you want the traditional Ariel, red hair, blue eyes, I can do it. If you want Haley's Ariel, I can do that. So
Right.
it's just whatever the customer wants, but I want it to be fitting for that particular child or customer. It's their specifications that I have to go by those guidelines.
Definitely, definitely. And I also saw where you do sorority and fraternity events, and that's big in Atlanta. I think in Atlanta, they just had a line of 50 AKAs cross over, right?
Did they?
Yeah, and Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's daughter crossed over. So I'm quite sure their dinner that they celebrate,
Yes.
they need somebody to come in and
Yeah, I
decorate.
would have
So
loved to have been a part of that. My oldest daughter, she's AKA, so I
okay.
deal with Greek fraternities, as well as other social fraternities. I love to do anything that has a theme, and
Yes.
that just makes it a little bit easier, because if you have a theme, you know what
Mm.
they want exactly. So, like I said, I did the Delta party. It was a graduation / birthday party. It turned out really nice. The customer was very happy with everything,
Oh,
and I love it. We love the colors. Recently, we actually did a fashion show for Deltas at Sigma College in Tuscaloosa, and it was
okay.
they loved it. It was
Oh,
different because fashion show. You just do a runway
Mhm.
backdrop. That's all it is. But it turned out really nice, and everyone was very happy. It was like, "Oh, this setup is lovely." They were
Mhm.
surprised. I'm like, "Yeah, you do the research because that's where it comes in. What is a runway? You don't want covered chairs. That you want it to fit the occasion.
Mhm.
We just need some furniture. We just need some classic sitting chairs. Nothing big, and just make the event be what it needs to be in order for everybody to be happy. So yeah, definitely Greek fraternities, police balls, whatever it is,
Yes.
calls, we'll do it.
I know, and I'm putting my husband out there. He has a Corvette club he's CEO of, and they
Mhm.
always do like a Christmas event. And I always tell him, y'all Christmas stuff didn't really have no pop, like no decoration. Because
Yeah,
men are just, oh
yeah.
my gosh, I wish you could come and do it and have like a Corvette theme and
Let me know. Call
ooh,
me and tell your husband to call me. Get out the man cave. I saw his comment. Get out the man cave.
right.
I'll be happy to do it. I would
Yes,
love to do
we need you. Well, we got a couple questions that have come in.
it. Okay.
This question is, how many people do you have working on your staff? That's a good question.
Currently on my staff, I have a total of 5.
Okay.
Not all 5 work every event. It just depends on how many people I need for that event. So most times it's definitely gonna be myself, my sister, and the muscles of the group, my fellow Randy. So we're gonna always those 3 definitely because most events are gonna be anywhere between 50 to 75 people, and depending on how long we have to get into the event and decorate, that's also a factor. So if we have a venue for all day and the event is not to that afternoon, then it may just be us 3 because we can go in and set up and do what we need to do. Now, when I say set up, that's just to apply the decoration. We
Okay.
don't do actual setup as far as table and chair
Hmm.
because that's a totally different thing. But coming in and applying the decorations, doing backdrops, balloons, whatever it is we're going to do. So that just it determines if it's a larger event. I'll pull everybody in, which is including my nephew and niece Amber and Harvey, and we just go from there. It just depends as far as time, guest count, and location.
Okay. Okay. I love it. And here's another question from Mount Olive Baptist. They said, how do you match the client's vision with their budget? I think you kind of touched on that earlier.
Yes, and that is so very important, and you have to do a lot of explaining with that because customers think everything it should be a lot cheaper than what it actually is, but you are paying for a service. So
Hmm.
when a customer comes to me and says, "This is what I want," do you have a budget? And when they tell me no, I don't have a budget, how much do you charge? And I break everything down for them because I don't mind breaking down. A lot of people, oh, you just give them your price, and if they'll take it, they'll take it. Well, that's fine for some people, but I'm myself, I want to know what I'm paying for. So I don't mind saying, okay, well, this is for labor, this is for prep, this is for actual application, taking it down, transit. So when their vision and their budget don't line up, I'm like, what is your focus? What do you want your main thing to be? Where do you want to place your money?
Okay.
So if they tell me backdrop, then you need to place your money on your backdrop, your focal point. That's where you want your money at. And then the tables we can make really nice, but that's all your money won't be spent on large decorations like taller centerpieces or more high end. We can scale it up. I like for everything to be quality. So even if it's classic and economical, you're still gonna get a beautiful event, but you can upgrade. So the customer's vision has to match the budget. And I don't mind telling them, I can walk them through it like, this is not gonna get what you want. We can
Mhm.
either scale back as far as your guest count to make it work, or we can just do one big thing and go from there and then let everything else kind of, just flow. And most times they're really agreeable with that.
Mhm.
And sometimes like, oh, I can get somewhere else. And I'd be happy to tell them, compare. I encourage them compare. If you can get the quality work that Gracefully Done does for a cheaper price, go for it. I'm like because I stand on what we do,
Mhm. Mhm.
and if you can get it somewhere cheaper and it's gonna look just as good or better, because you get what you pay for.
That is
I'm leaving
so
that there.
true.
You get what you pay for.
That is so true. That is so true. You see a cheap price, you get what you pay for,
You
right?
get what you pay for. Yes, and a lot of times people see that, and that's myself personally, when I first started out, you have to get your foot in the door. So a lot of times I did start out cheaper than, and I found it's a disservice to myself and to the industry, because when I give you a cheaper price and you're getting this great work,
Mm-hmm.
well, everybody thinks it's gonna say, well, no, I'm just getting my foot in the door so people can see what I can do. I have to get out there so you can see me. Now I'm out here, so those prices don't apply. You got
Yeah.
to, and then if I'm giving you a price that's $500, difference than what you should be paying, then
Mm-hmm.
that's a disservice to the people who are doing the same work just as well, because they're like, well, we're gonna go to her and pay a cheaper price, get the same work, and the people who are charging what they should be charging are like, you're undercutting us. And
Mm.
that, I don't want anybody to undercut me. So
Right.
once you put us in the door, you can make your own price.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Okay, so here's another long question, kind of.
Okay.
She says, "Do you offer consulting services to out-of-state clients?" And she says, for instance, a person really doesn't know what to do or what to ask or how to book. Would you consult with them on the steps that they need to take and give them an outline as to their roles and responsibilities? And they also said, she's got a lot of questions.
No, we're good.
Yeah, how far in advance do you prefer clients to book? And
Okay.
yeah, I'm sorry. Let's go back to that question. So if you can lump it all in again, I'll put it back up there for
No,
you.
you're fine. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, I do speak with out of state clients. I've actually had a couple of clients from Atlanta that they had events in Alabama.
Okay.
So coordinating, event planning, and decorating are three different things. You
Oh,
have to pay for consultation services.
okay.
Time is money, and consulting
Mhm.
with someone, that's money. So, because I still have to do this research, I have to go in and say, if this is what you want, where we're going to be at. I have to go in and find these things out for you. So, I take first 15 minutes of my time is free. First that's going to let me know if you're serious and if I can help you. If we're a good fit, then we can go forward. It's okay. And then at that point, the next consultation, then there's a charge for it. So I would, I can book for you, because that's what a coordinator does. A coordinator, they line everything up as far as if you're going to have a caterer, if you're going to have a photographer, let's say for a wedding or a reception. The coordinator, they're going to get all these things together. They're going to get your venue for you. So you just pretty much have to sit back and say, this is what I want. Here you go. All right. So I can definitely do that. And as far as knowing the roles and responsibilities, once I don't sign any contracts other than my contract with the actual client. Other than once I get the actual photographer for you and we go over the contract together, and once you sign it, then okay, hey, I'm here to work with the photographer. You don't have to worry about it. But at the end of the day, you're responsible for this. So to avoid any pitfalls, this goes to her question, like, how far out do you like to book? For a
Mhm.
wedding, I want at least a year. If you
Okay.
want a really nice wedding, I need at least a year. For
Mhm.
a birthday party, we can do a birthday party fairly quickly, because I have pretty much all my inventory. So if somebody goes, hey, I need a birthday party, if it's something I have in house and I'm free, we can hook you up that weekend. That's how it goes. But if it's
Okay.
something that requires planning, I
Mhm.
want at least 3 months. So that
Okay.
way, if I have to order anything, I can order it, have it back in time, make sure there's no issues with it, because you can order something and it come in and it's totally wrong. You have to
Mhm.
get it back or turn around and reorder something else. So you want to give yourself time so that you're not crunched. And as far as avoiding pitfalls, if it's too good to be true, then more than likely it is. If somebody says, hey, I can do this, this, and this for this price, you
Mhm.
need to go back and say, let me see your work.
Yeah.
As always go back and check the work. And when you
Mhm.
check the work, the customer or the prospect, the person that you talk to, the vendor, they will let you know what they paid. Because sometimes you can look at somebody's work like, that don't look too much. Well, find out what they paid for it, because
Mhm.
if they only had $1,000 budget, then they got $1,000 worth of work. Your budget may be 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. So you're going to get what you're paying for. So I tell them, do the research, ask questions. If they can't answer your questions or find out what you need, then maybe you need to move on.
Mhm. Definitely. Definitely. That's a good answer. And we had another question. Nurse Ingrid, we ran a video earlier in the show. She's got a wonderful video.
Thank
So we'll
you.
make sure you get take a look at that. And let's see here. We have Latasha. Hi, Latasha. Thank you for joining. She says, do you pass up on events? If so, why? And I think you touched on that earlier. If they don't seem like they're really sure, you kind of.
Yes, I definitely pass on events. If I come in and their budget doesn't match their vision, then if we can't come to an agreement, I pass that up. If it's something that's outside of my wheelhouse, I will pass that up. If it's something that I'm booked already and it's something I would like to do, or if I know a decorator who can take care of it, I will pass that information along or get them contact information for another decorator if it's somebody that I'm comfortable with recommending. Because it's enough out there for all of us. If I can't do it because I'm previously booked, I will be happy to say, hey, call this lady up. She's in your area. I think she will be a good fit for you. She'll listen to you. She does good work. Look at her work. And if you're happy, contact her. If a customer comes to me with unreasonable demands and a bad attitude, I will pass it up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't find out the attitude till later on, but yeah, I would definitely pass it up if they come in. Oh, I gotta have this, I gotta have that. If I can do it, I'll do it. But you have got to have a welcoming spirit. You have got to have acceptable spirit. I will tell anybody, Gracefully Done, we're here to take the stress out of your event, but there is no such thing as a stress-free event. Even if you're paying for coordinating services, well, the only thing you have to do is go in and pick out what you want. It's still that little thing in the back of your mind. What if they don't get it? What if this doesn't happen on time? So there's no such thing as a stress-free event. And if someone tells you that there is, then you may want to red flag that because So yes, I will definitely pass up an event.
Oh my goodness. So Jennifer, tell everybody, it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, but sometimes people listen as they're cleaning house. Tell everybody how they can get in touch with you if they want to book you for events. And you guys, she says she's willing to go anywhere. LA, y'all got to pay for her traveling expense, of course, but she is willing to go everywhere because we got viewers all over the United States. So, but yes, please tell them how they can reach out to you.
Well, I'm on social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook. So on Instagram, it's IG, it's Gracefully Done _events. On Facebook, it's Gracefully Done Events & Designs. I also have a website, and I just flipping this over to make sure I don't mess up. It's www.gracefullydoneevents.biz. Now, Gracefully Done is 2 E's back to back, .biz. So you can go to my Facebook page. I have photos. You can see past work. Call me if you see something you like. And that's something I tell people, if you see something you like, you don't have to get a mirror image event. I would do something to customize it to your needs or something that you like, changing up the color, changing up just something so that it's yours. I don't like to see the same thing over and over. And so many customers get hung up on that. I like that. I want you to do that for me. Okay, well, I'll do it for you. Don't you want something of your own? Let's make it about you. One weekend we had 3 events back to back, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they all wanted black, white, and silver. So I said, okay, so one just black, white, and silver. That's all she wanted. She didn't want anything else. Okay, so we can do that. The next event, they wanted the same thing. I'm like, okay, it's a 60th birthday party. So let's put in a pop of red. You need something to make it stand out. So we did the pop of red to give it just that little bit, that elegance that it needed. And the third one was a school memorial or something like that. They were doing something for past students. So we threw in the colors. We added the school color, which was orange, to the black and white and silver. All of this were different. We had different chairs. We had different designs. And everything just turned out lovely. And I posted that on my Facebook pages. And I was like, see, we can do what you want. And it doesn't have to be the same thing. And I know some people, some designers, decorators, they will only take certain events. I believe everyone should have a chance. Everybody's not on that same pay scale. We're not all there yet. And what we need to do is I'm here to cater to everyone. Now, I don't like mixing my decorations. I've had people call me and say, I have some decorations I purchased. Can you use these? Will you apply them? No, I won't. Because if you ask me to do that, then the first thing you're going to say, Gracefully Done Events and Designs did this party.
Oh,
no, we didn't. No, supplied your decorations, but that's not my stuff. And I don't know where you purchase your stuff from. It may not
Mhm,
be, I'm not gonna say quality, but it may not be to my standard of quality. And
mhm,
they'll see that and they're like, and I've had that happen because people will go in and tag you on their events, and they're like, so I don't. I ask that if it's not my party for them not to do it, because sometimes people will rent items, and I'm saying
mhm,
if you're renting the item, say rent it from Gracefully Done Events, or you don't even have to tag me in the rental, because
mhm,
they're just gonna see my business name and they're gonna think, well, her work's not that great, and I
mhm.
don't ever want that to be the case.
And that's your brand,
It
right? You
is.
want your
It is.
brand to be, I totally understand. I totally understand it. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments coming in, but I'm not going to bombard you with all the questions. I'm sure Jennifer will go back and answer them when she looks at the comment section. But Jennifer,
Yeah,
I know you wanted to give some shout outs, girl. Here's your moment.
I am, and I'm gonna pull out my little cheat sheet so I don't get in trouble and miss anybody. First of all, I want to recognize my team member Lori Moore. She started out with us on this journey. She was diagnosed with cancer a couple of years back. I'm happy to say she's a cancer survivor. Thank you,
All
Lord. She is
right.
a cancer survivor, but she hasn't got back to that point yet where she can actually come in and help us work again. So I definitely want to give a shout out to her. She started with me day one, and she was working when work was free. So I love her. I appreciate her so much. I want to shout out my daughters, Latasha and Deanna. They've been there, my supporters, all this time when we were first getting started. They were helping to press the linens, they were helping to transport. And I thank them so much for it. My lovely grands, Lacey and Trent, to my
Oh,
sons in love, Terrence and Donovan. So I just want to thank everybody who have helped Gracefully Done along the way. You are appreciated, you are loved, and it does not go unnoticed. So thank you, everybody. I hope I didn't miss anyone.
that is so beautiful, girl. You got me moved over here. Because at the end of the day, we can't do what we do without the love and support. I know my husband helps me, my daughter, so I totally get it. You gotta give people their flowers while they're here. Oh, and of course, Amanda being silly, saying
Amanda,
Mimi.
man, I mentioned Amanda and Will when we first started. So I tried to make sure I got everybody. I didn't want to put everybody at the end, so
Yeah.
I tried to trickle them in as the interview went on. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Jennifer, I know I'm gonna be hiring you in the future because I can't decorate worth of nothing. So
well, I'm
um,
looking forward to it. With my brother, I'm gonna throw this in real quick. My brother
okay.
James and my sister-in-law Renee, when they were in California, San Diego, he called me so upset. He was like, "I hope you don't step on anybody's toes." He called me so upset. He was like, "I wish I had flown you here to decorate." He said, "I am so upset. It was my sister-in-law's her graduation, college graduation." And he's like,
Oh,
we paid somebody for these decorations. And he was like, this is dollar store stuff.
oh,
So, yeah, he's a great supporter. He helps me out whenever he can. And I love him
oh,
for it. Yes. So when they
absolutely.
call me, they fly me out. Like I said, they'll cover expenses. I'm there. We'll
Yes,
the trip.
she'll come. She will come. And her information is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Jennifer, I love you to pieces. This is an awesome interview. You keep doing what you're doing. I think it's wonderful when you have your own business and you've got family support and you offer something that nobody else can offer. So you keep doing your thing, girl. From one business owner to another, keep pressing forward.
Thank you so
Definitely.
much, Dr. Dre. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for allowing me to come on your platform and to have my say. I'm hoping this will help me expand and to grow the business. I'm looking forward to it. And just thank you for this opportunity. I mean, we have to have these leaders like yourself who allow us entrepreneurs or small business to get out there and to make that next step. And without your platform, I don't know. I've been praying, Lord, open doors for me. And this is out of the blue. I would love to do it. Thank you. So I'm truly appreciative. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Well, you are welcome to come back anytime on
I
Let's Talk,
will. I
okay?
will. I sure
Well,
will.
happy holiday season to you, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. You guys, that was Jennifer Henry Brock of Gracefully Events and Design. So, you guys, with the holiday season upon us, I don't know if you guys are anything like me. I can't decorate a Christmas table. I mean, if I do, it looks terrible. So, you guys reach out to her. We got to support one another in our small businesses and entrepreneurships. Okay. So, thank you, Jennifer, for coming on the show. So, as we close out the show, I always like to leave you guys with a positive thought. And I I saw this written somewhere, and so I actually took it off the Facebook page, Power of Positivity, and I added my own little seasoning on it. Okay, so it says, and I don't know who wrote it, but it says it's okay if you fall down and lose your spark. Just make sure that when you get back up, you're blazing hot and you come back stronger than ever. Don't let anybody steal your joy during this holiday season. Stay positive, love on one another. And as I tell you guys all the time, do one good thing for one person each day, and you can affect 365 lives. If no one has told you that they love you, know that I love you. You guys stay safe out there and have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. And be back on December 5th for a chance to win some gift giveaways. And with those words, I'm out.